This is definitely like a key narrative for Bitcoin season two. There are all these other L2s that are building sort of off of Bitcoin main chain. But I think if Ordinal's proved anything, it's that there is a wild appetite for all of these activities to be happening on layer one. So would you mind sharing a little bit about how Arch is accomplishing the execution of smart contracts on Bitcoin layer one?
So we have another network that is running this VM on top of it that we custom made. We
It's a
use
custom VM. So it's not like an EVM
yeah.
or something, like it is a Arch VM.
Yeah, we actually forked the same repo that Solana forked from, but we actually made the VM to be like tailor-made to Bitcoin needs. So you can actually construct Bitcoin transactions inside the VM.
How does a VM need to work differently for Bitcoin than for other ecosystems?
For other ecosystems, you basically just need to do state changes. Like you have a smart contract that edits either like a global state in the case of Ethereum, or edits basically like parallel state or multiple accounts in the case of Solana. And you basically write code that handles and manipulates this data in these accounts and that transfer like some money, which is basically like a smart contract. But in Bitcoin, there's quite a distinction. We do make this distinction. There are like asset transfers, which is like Bitcoin assets, and there's like also data on Arch. So you could basically like use the data on Arch to construct a Bitcoin transaction from within the program, and that Bitcoin transaction would be on the L1.
This is like the most important part about why it was necessary to construct a custom-made VM, because obviously the EVM and the SVM make absolutely no considerations to UTXOs and PSBTs. So in order to give a more native L1 DeFi experience, you need to have the ability to construct Bitcoin transactions and leverage these PSBTs as inputs to those smart contracts. And EVM smart contracts and SVM smart contracts don't do this. So the Arch VM, although it's very comparable to the SVM in terms of its stack and performance, we made absolute considerations to Bitcoin architecture and transactions so that we can give this native experience.